get set to match up. Green Bay Packers and the set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Carr now to throw. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over. .31 now on 1st and 10.
Every day. Regular. 5 wide.
Allen. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Mike 5-5. Let's go one more.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And able to find Dorsett. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
1st down, Packers. Down! Ready? Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 93. 93.
Carr going to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves of
those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Blake Martinez. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Hey! Pass. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Tackle made back at the 39-yard line. Alert! Watch the twist. That's the end of the first quarter with no score. Down 80! Mike Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mixon fighting through, and he's got space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the 1st quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Allen off the play fake. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. Penny, a 1st down carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
56.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to... This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw his car, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Carr. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now Carr. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the draw, it's Pollard. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Rashad Penny. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Joe Mixon, 96 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. The second half, no matter what, whether those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen looking deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Hill on the return.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Rip left, rip left. Mike.
From the 38, Carr. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Down. 180. Ready. Check it out.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. Taking it about the 16. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On the draw, this is Penny. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bears on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Allen going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... Yeah, you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
7 yards there and a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Coming to you. Slam. Hey, Raider 2.
Carr to throw again. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to go down again. Devin Bush has now recorded 10 sacks on the season and whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen now going to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there. Hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run with Penny. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on fourth down.
Reset.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back.